make sure our camera's pointing on these folks.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Jeff. Let's go and get the thing started. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the first of many Saturday Guys Talk.
Glad to be here. Glad to be
How y'all gentlemen doing this morning?
Man, blessed. Oh, yeah. One night.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, man, first off, I want to tell you, I appreciate y'all being here. I really appreciate y'all being here, man.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
This morning, y'all, we got two good friends of mine. Got Mr. Antoine Carlisle of K9 Care Consultant. Yeah, your dog training, dog grooming, anything you need, he can handle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
K9 behavior specialist, professional groom. We can help you out.
Matter of fact, go ahead and do me a favor and go ahead and shout yourself out, man.
Well, I'm Antoine Carlisle, the K9 relationship coach, also known as Six Figure Dog Man, professional K9 behavior specialist, as well as now professional groomer. We launched a grooming program in June of last year, and it's been going really, really well. It was going to be a little side thing that I did on the side of training, it's a side hustle, so to speak, and it's really become a lucrative business.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, they can basically, look up Six Figure Dog Man. You can literally Google Six Figure Dog Man, all one word, spell out Six Figure Dog Man. And of course, Mr. Six Figure Dog Man Carlisle on YouTube. But we got TikTok and all that good stuff. But if you Google Six Figure Dog Man, it should pull up everything.
All right, all right. As y'all see on the screen, got all his social media platforms. Please go follow him, man. Please go follow him. And right next to him, you got my man, Chef Mark.
Yeah.
Chef Mark. How you doing today, man?
Man, like I said, man, I'm doing blessed, man.
You blessed. That's what's up, man. Let me go ahead and shout yourself out.
Okay. Well, I'm Chef Mark. My business is Tasteful Experience. I started in 2022 with a home cooker first, going from there, and then started doing my private service and catering private service. And man, it's been a blessing ever since then, man.
That's what's up, man.
Oh, and my social medias too, Chef Mark, or you can say it's on Facebook is Marquis Sutton. That's for Facebook and Instagram, and YouTube is Cooking with Mark 2510.
That's what's up, man. Well, like I said, man, I sure appreciate y'all coming out today, man. I really do. I really do. What we doing today, y'all? We just having Saturday morning guys talk. We go sit around, jump on a few subjects, a few topics, talk a little bit. Just have some real talk for a minute. That sound good to y'all?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
We down.
All right. Well, first off, let's see. Our first topic. We're gonna talk about side hustles for the working man. Because we all work, but then everybody got their side hustle too.
Right.
You know, let's see. First off, let me hear y'all opinion on side hustles. How you feel it? How you feel like you gonna put it into your daily, your daily activity or your weekly activity, but also include your family and everything else.
Well, I mean, just speaking for myself, what as I said earlier, what was originally going to be my side hustle, quickly became a lucrative business. What I would suggest is that, what you do as your side hustle be something that you are good at, something you love to do, and you incorporate it into, what you do on a daily. I know in my business, being in the dog industry, with me already being a trainer, it wasn't very hard to incorporate my side hustle, which was had become grooming, into the equation. And you just have to make room for it, whether it be a couple hours before you do your regular job or a couple hours after, But of course, definitely making room for family. But you just have to get in where you can.
Chef Mark.
Oh yeah. You can start that side hustle like Coach said, man. Like in your spare time, like if that's before or after or on the weekend. You start off on that, then whatever I feel like whatever you good at, like without just hands on, just good at first start like me with cooking. It's been my whole life, my whole time. So you start off from that with that, and and it becomes lucrative to you. And then with family, man, you got to make time for family. And my thing is like with having your own business, you have to know how to you have to know really how to just put it to where you can make time for everything in your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't give all to just one thing, and then it takes away from your other things. So you have a good balance in it. So
Right. Time management.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Prioritize. Very,
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
important.
Like you just said, prioritizing. Let me ask y'all, both of you guys, something. How do you prioritize? Because I know both of y'all, all of us know each other very well. We've been friends for a long time. How do you incorporate kids and your side hustle? Because I know Mark boys play football.
Yeah.
Twan, your boy wrestling.
Right, right.
And we still gotta keep our business going at the same time. So what do y'all do to keep that in line?
My thing is, man, you have to have like a day to plan, like a schedule. Um, like with me, I have my schedule times. Like for Friday, like okay, like for instance, like you said, my boy play football, which high school football. So that scheduling like starts between like 8 to 4, 8 to 5, like that, so that way I can have time to get ready and make it to his games. You know, and even with practice, I had to pick him up practice sometimes. So it's like a cut off of my time frame with what I do for a living. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Definitely want to have a plan. I would say with my kids don't live with me, so I definitely have to prioritize making sure that they're getting the adequate amount of time spent with them. For some, constructive time, growth, relationship building, that kind of thing. So, what I do is, I'm very transparent with my son, so he understands that the money has to be made. He understands that dad has a brand and a vision and a business that he has to tend to. And he's down with it. You know what I mean? He's down with it. He's been there the whole time. So he definitely understands that we grind when it's grind time. And when it's not grind time, we kick it. But we don't let too much time get in between that because as a kid, he's growing up and he needs, that father's presence, in his life to talk to him, be a shoulder to lean on, explain things, so on and so forth. So you have to make the time that you need that's adequate for y'all's relationship, and then just have a real clear understanding and transparency on when is the time to play, when is the time to hang out, when is the time to we got to grind this weekend, son.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now this next one, this is where it gets good. Pricing yourself, because we know when it comes to the money, everybody want to hook up.
Right,
Everybody,
right,
everybody love you till it's time to pay.
right.
So how do y'all handle that?
man.
Chef, talk to
I mean, you have to know your value, man.
yes.
Because you don't know your value, people make you set the price of what they want you to set it. But see, that's the time we had to stay firm and and know who you are and be confident in yourself that your skill is top notch how you bring it to them.
Right.
So But if you start betraying, like you start going with what they want you to go for the price, man, you get messed up.
Right.
Yeah, really messed up. So you had to, had to go with, like I said, you had to go with your values, man.
Right. For myself, like you said, you have to know your value. You know, nobody's up at night with you when you're uh, calculating how many hours you spend on this project, how much time it's taking to, like with me being a groomer as well, nobody's there when I'm paying, you know, almost 200 and something dollars to get blades sharpened and shears sharpened, so nobody knows that but you. So you have to be real with yourself about what you got invested in your business before even coming to the table about profit.
Yeah.
Know what's in there and know that if you don't make that, you might as well be just you spinning your wheels. You're not doing nothing. So you got to calculate your overhead, calculate what your time, your investment, and your know-how, your skill set.
Oh yeah.
And you bring it to the table as what it is. And guess what? Somebody will see the value in what you do and they'll pay your price. I mean, I've never been the low cost leader. I've never tried to be match prices. My price is what it is, and what I've learned is a person just may not be my clientele. They might not be, you know what I mean? Because I know how much time I invest. I know how meticulous I am about things and how excellent I try to perform for my clients, and I'm sure you do, with your recipes and things that you prepare. So I know what I'm bringing to the table. You might not know, but if you did know, you'd be cool with my price.
Oh yeah.
So you have to kind of taste and see. You know what I'm saying?
Right about that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that way, when you go to bed, you can sleep at night knowing that you didn't undercharge for what you worked so hard to get.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: where do most men go wrong when they try to start a side hustle?
Mm.
If I might answer, I say starting it for the money, right? Don't get me wrong. I mean, if we're doing a side hustle, I'm sure there's some money, involved in it, and we need some money. But what I found is, you got to one, like you said, make sure it's something you want to do, right? Because the money don't always come the way you want it to come. It may not come as fast as you want it to come. It may not come in that first season the way you planned in your business plan. So you got to really be committed to what you say you're gonna do. Do it with excellence. Do it consistently and do it for enough time for a season to pass so you can get your fruit. But if you go in there with like a get rich quick scheme type deal that ain't so sure, um, you probably making a mistake. Plan well, make sure it's something that is fulfilling the need of someone. And know that it's a solid plan.
Mhm.
But if it's a get rich quick type thing, you can get it in and get real frustrated and be starting another business next year.
But yeah, like he said, man, just when you start out too big,
Mhm.
instead of starting off, at a smaller scale,
Mhm.
that, and then two as well, you can like that goes with two underpricing yourself,
Right.
so you can kind of underprice yourself to make you fall a little short too as well. So
Right.
and just
You
being
get frustrated, man.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And one thing that I learned too as well when you first start out, you have to be consistent. A lot of people be inconsistent, so
Mhm.
Yeah,
Consistency important.
that's a big thing. Consistency is a big thing. Uh, let's see. So if y'all know me, y'all know I believe in feeding into our younger people. So if you were gonna tell a young man right now what a hustle to look into, to grow into, what would it be?
well, if I had to tell them that, it really had to be, and like my situation, cooking was all around me, just something that he can do without just do without thinking about it. He just know he's good at it from the jump start. So and that could be from what I do, cooking. It could be what coach do from with experience with training with dogs and stuff like that. It could be detailing, or pressure washing, anything like that. So
Right. I mean, I'm a big believer in purpose.
yeah,
I believe heavily in the purpose that God might have given you, right? So there's something that we all like to do. There's something that as a kid, someone said, "Man, you sure are good at that," right? So I feel like a person needs to discover in themselves what it is. You know, don't put so much focus on the money or this or that, but find out what it is you would do for free, right? Right. And there's place for it in the marketplace. You know, somebody paying somebody to do that. Right? So find out what it is you like to do. And it need to be something you like to do, something you got a passion for because there are hard times. There are difficult times, there are slow times. So you need to be doing something that you don't mind still planting seeds,
Yeah.
even when it's slow. Planting seeds, grinding, telling people about it, talking about it, something that you get joy in talking about, right? You know, um, because it's important that you do that you don't start a career because of what somebody else said. Somebody else said that it's doing good for them when they might not even be telling the truth. But you know, check around, see what's out there, see what people need, and see how you can fulfill that need with your own passion. I think that's the ticket.
Yeah.
It's solid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Instead of faking a market that you heard was good,
Oh yeah.
you heard you'd be good at. You know.
Okay, so you kind of hit on my next question right there. What do you, in because in the world right now we know the economy is up and down, left, right, every which way. What do you guys do in times of uncertainty when it comes to your business? How do you keep it together?
You know, so
I can. I can. As far as times of uncertainty, um, I don't think about it as much. Um, I focus on being everything that I can be to my clients, and more, right? Consistently, faithfully, and so in order for times of uncertainty to affect my house and my brand, it's got to affect their house and their brand and their income, right? Because in my industry, my people love their dogs. They love the well-being and upkeep of their dogs. So um, they're not going to not get their dog done. They're not going to um, allow the dog to destroy their home and things like that. They're going to invest, and I'm not saying that to brag on my industry because you got clients that ain't gonna spend the last on their dog. But my clients love their dogs and they're gonna do right by their dogs. You know what I mean? So I just feel like if I be consistent, be where I need to be for my clients, you know, even in those slow times and times of uncertainty, I still got seed in the ground, still popping up here, popping up there, whether it be for somebody they need to board their dog or train their dog or daycare their dog or um, want to need a class to brush up on a certain behavioral issue, something always, comes up. And I think that's one important thing that we need to consider, when you are picking your career or picking your niche that you're going to operate in. Make sure it's a need that needs to be met, right? Make sure it's something that's important to the community, that's going to be needed, that may or may not be able to be replaced with a computer, right? Something you can do with your hands and serve people. And I don't mean to talk too much.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go on to our next topic. Hey, this is for you, Antoine.
Oh,
This gonna be a good one for you. I got a question for you. So, which I know you probably hear this all the time. Is dog training really worth
you can
it?
you can ask some of my clients who's had entire elliptical machines destroyed by the dog. Clients who grandma had to have a hip replacement because the dog knocked her over, while she was getting the groceries out. You know what I mean? You can ask the little girl where the dog was, just playfully pawing at her, right? And ripped out the corner of her eye and having to have reconstructive surgery, that kind of thing. So, is it worth it? Absolutely. Right? To some, it's not. As long as I can get them to shut up when I want them to shut up and da 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 da, and they feel like training really isn't necessary or needed or at least not important on the top shelf of things we to do, with our money, but um it can be very expensive and not train that dog properly. So to have him trained properly, I think it's definitely worth it. So you're talking about somebody that's gonna be in your life the rest of his days in a relationship with you. I think it's worth it.
Um, is the problem usually the dog or is the problem the owner?
Like I said, being a canine behavior specialist, a lot of my clients come to me for more so behavior modifications, even more so than say training, right? And in those cases, I mean, if I be honest, it's usually the human, right? That dog already knows how to be a dog. Like he's just dog and he doing what dogs do, right? And what I think we fail to realize is, and I've said it before, if somebody else raised that dog, he wouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he'd be better, but he'd be different. So these dogs are what we create them to be. So um, a lot of times, if we just train the dog and hand it back to the same person that made him the way he was, you're gonna turn it back into the way he was. So it's ultimately a change, a lifestyle change in the human.
Okay. Uh, what are some of the long-term benefits of dog training?
Long-term benefits. Um, I think it adds some years to our lives as dog owners. A lot of dog owners are stressed a lot of times, frustrated a lot of times with, the issues of life concerning their dog, things being broken, destroyed, moments of chasing the dog in the rain, moments of looking for the dog around the neighborhood because he's gotten out. Um, so there's a lot of frustrations that we experience as pet owners that we don't really have to with the right education and the right influence in your life concerning being that dog's alpha or owner. I think that life can be a lot more sweet, a lot less fussing, a lot less correction, a lot less, emergency vet bills because the dog ate this or ate that, or, you know. So long term, I think it's very lucrative. As far as saving your money. It's going to save you a lot of expenses that you didn't have to, spend, you know what I mean, and stayed out of some trouble you didn't have to be in. So training, I think it makes life easier on the dog's mental and psyche as well as the owner. And I think it extends both lives and that relationship a little bit longer that way.
Okay. Um, what's the most misunderstood thing about training when you talk to people about it?
Well, just that. I mean, I think a lot of people are under the impression that they can just, um, and depends on the situation, depends on what we're training for. We're training for some type of specialized task that's maybe a little bit different. But when it comes to behavior and that type of thing, I think the misconception is that you can just send your dog off and all of these things are going to be just fixed about your dog. And you get to remain the person that made him that way and you get your dog back, he gonna just stay fixed or stay, trained. It's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult to, impart these things into these dogs and then send them back to the home that made him that way. You're gonna remake him that way. So I think it's a misconception on how much involved the human needs to be in training versus not being involved. I think it's a real big miscommunication there.
Okay. Um, what's the what's the craziest situation you done ran into with training?
With training. Man, I've seen it all. I mean, oh man, I could go on and on. I mean, there's been some situations. I've experienced a lot of stuff with training, man. From different client stories, to seeing clients' behaviors with their dogs. I've had clients where, she pull up to the house and, she's letting the dog when she goes home, she lets the dog jump up on the car when she pulls into the driveway and this, that, and the other. And she's cool with it because it's her work truck. But she also had a Mercedes that she pull up in, and if you jump up on it, she flips completely out. And I'm thinking to myself, like, is he supposed to know which one he can jump on and which one? And that's just a small portion of what I see going on in the dog, home. And like dogs are thoroughly confused. And they got a lot of pressure on them to get it right when the boundaries and the things that you're trying to help him get right, he ain't got no help getting it right. Like it's a rough life on some dogs because they don't really know what you really expect half the time. Sometimes you're fussing about one thing and sometimes it's okay. And so it's just a lot. It's a lot. So some of the situations and stories I've heard, they're like unreal. I'm like, you got to know that that's your problem right there. That's what I do to help make it make sense.
Right. Man, so appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's a lot of good information. Chef Mark,
Yo,
hey,
Come on with it.
let's talk about this chef game.
Ah,
Hey, cause I've had your food plenty of times, so I know what you put into it. It's always been on point.
yeah,
So let me ask you, how do you maintain with food costs nowadays?
man, it's basically ran off a system, a formula. Either what you just you have to make sure you do the formula the right way so you can it hit every point. You making money and not being able to make them pay too much, but then you don't want to shortchange your own self. So it's like a formula. Have to add up the right way.
So, right now we got a lot of food trucks going on. A lot of food trucks. Like, how do you maintain your inside in catering, with the heavy food truck circulation we got going right now?
Oh man, well, like I tell everybody, man, each level of being a chef or being a cook, whatever you want to call it, it's a line for everybody. So, it's just like I really don't worry about the food truck line because I know I'm catering. So and with that, also to me saying that, like I said, I do private service. So, I would do the private catering. So, if people have birthday parties, stuff like that, or want to do something romantic for their spouse, something like that. So, that's my lane. But then food truck line, man, it's crazy. You have to it's more like a food truck line is like a fast pace. Fast pace. So, you have to have your prep time on point. You had to have just basically have your time on point because man, it's a constant flow, but you have to stay consistent of what you're doing, what you're prepping, and all that too. So it's big, man. It's real big.
When it comes to you pricing your plates, like what's the biggest calculation that you use when you pricing your plates or your catering?
What I do, say for instance, like if it's a event I have to do for maybe 50 people, you basically you have to total all your food costs. When you total all your food costs, then you divide that by divided by like by a percentage, whatever like that, and that's where you kind of get where that's gonna be like the price per head, but then you wanna, you times that whatever like two or three. So, that's where you come up with the price and then you add up and stuff like that. Then you also have to include in your pricing for your setup. It's like it's more than just a lot of want to say this too. A lot of people just think it's like just one thing, like, oh man, I'm paying them up for per person, but you ain't looking on the like Coach said a while back. You had to look at man the prep time. Man, you have to think about the setup time, the breakdown time. Even if you have somebody working with you, you have to incorporate that and that total too. So it's just more or less it goes a lot into that cost thing. So most people think it's just like they just think about looking at it like per person, but it goes more deeper than that than just per person. So the cost, that's what the formula really is like. Adding up all your costs on food, and then doing a formula, math formula that most chefs know that. So
Okay. Um, so how do you maintain from turning one skill just in the kitchen to a bunch of different skills? Like you got your meal prep, cooking classes. I mean, I've tasted that lamb chop sauce once or twice, and I'm waiting for it to get in the bottle. So how do you maintain from all those at one time?
man, I really just start off like one at a time, man. And once you master or get close to mastering that, then you can kind of jump off into something,
Spin off.
something else. So like with me, I started off a home cook, and once I got to that point of making a couple plates, and it got a little bit bigger. Okay, now I'm gonna start branching off to doing private chefing and catering. So you had to really just schedule it out and just make that time. But being like I'm always tell people, man, with anything in life, man, whatever you're doing, man, you got to consistent, got to stick in that somewhere. So had to have your time frame, schedule out. So so you can make that point of like me right now. I'm doing private catering. I'm doing meal prepping. I'm doing lots of one time, but I schedule around my weekly schedule, so I have a weekly plan, a monthly plan to what I have time for this, have time for this, because it be people sometimes come, hey man, you doing meal prep day? No, I'm not doing meal prep day because Sunday is my meal prep day. So so they can have they out the week already on Sunday, so I can focus on doing my other stuff like my private services. I do a lot of catering mostly on Friday and Saturdays. So it's just have to plan your day out, man, according to how how it's gonna be, man.
Let me ask both of y'all. When it comes to branding yourself on social media, how, what's the best way that you can do it for yourself?
I would say stay in their face. Stay in their face. Um, have you a catchphrase? Have you a look that you can pull off consistently? Um, Even if it's one little statement that you always say. But stay in their face. Make sure everyone that comes across you knows what you do, right? Um, keep in the conversation. Stay in the right circles. Stay in the right conversations about and let people know what you do. Find out where your clientele would be, your demographic. Stay in their face. I stay around people who got dogs, right? I stay around people who um, be in the dog section, right? Somewhere dragging the dog in the dog park, the dog dragging them. So I just stay in their face. I stay a part of the conversation concerning dog training or dog grooming, right? Um, and just constantly being consistent. Post, 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 hashtag, post, post. And I found that if anybody mention a dog, my name come up. Whether it be training, grooming, boarding, whatever, and it took a lot of seed planting, a lot of posting, a lot of hashtags, a lot of, six-figure dog man, a lot of, canine relationship coach, you know, and just being consistent, like you said, stay in their face, and it will build. It will build. They gonna remember. Oh yeah, dog Antoine, right? Because I'm gonna stay in their face with a dog. So just stay in their face.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
How you brand yourself?
Well, I brand myself, man, by being consistent and so I can build a trust with them. So if you're being consistent, you gonna build a trust with
Oh
them.
man.
Yeah. And so, when people see you every day, man, that's gonna make them gravitate to you like that. So, just being consistent, man, and just building that trust with people. So,
Yeah. Even when people don't show up, you be
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You be there
yeah.
consistently in their face.
Oh yeah.
Somebody gonna say, man, you know what? Last Saturday, such and such, Chef was at such and such.
Yeah.
He gonna be here this Saturday because he be there every time.
Oh yeah. Like I said, man, just always stand in their face, man, because you think about it. And I know Coach, he'll tell you that too. It'd be like people ask the question like, hey, do you know a chef? Or do anybody know a chef? And then you see, people start tagging naming, but that comes from being consistent and building that
Right.
trust with them. So, that's how they end up starting out like that. So, yeah. And man, that brand go build. I feel like brand go build by itself, man, just be consistent and stand in people's face.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Go,
Like, literally.
it go build on
You're gonna be known for that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, so guys, we go do. I thought about this and I said, what can we do that can be fun in our podcast?
Okay.
That kind of toward the end, we'll do it just to have a little fun. So I came up with this whole section called "Bro, Am I Wrong?"
Oh.
So it's just certain situations that happen, and you have to ask yourself, bro, am I wrong for that?
Right.
Because some people may be like, yeah, you wrong, but in your mind, you like, no,
Right.
I'm right. Yeah.
Right.
So
Sound like somebody gonna get in trouble.
I mean, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You know,
Talk to it.
hey, God on our side, we all right. So the first one, getting mad when someone eats your leftovers that you had mentally claimed in your head.
Well, for starters, I don't mentally claim him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be known
Yeah.
that it's mine,
Yeah.
right? So the fact that you mentally claimed it, that's your first problem, because in their mind they claimed it before you got home. So it will be known, hey, this is mine. If I have to write my name on it, I'm cool with that, right? But it'll be known I want to eat this later. So
hold on 1 second with that, Antoine, because we all got boys. We all got growing boys.
yes.
You know, your name on something don't mean nothing in that refrigerator when it come to them boys.
Hey, look, when it comes to boys, man, don't touch that. Don't. Hey,
I don't know what he talking about. My son text me, hey dad, I noticed you had this sandwich. I said, well, unnoticed it.
I had a situation where my son, I caught my son in the food.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jay, you finna get out. You finna get out. Completely finna get out, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you doing the wrong thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I don't think you'd be wrong for being mad about that.
Okay, we good. Okay, well, let's go. Setting the temperature on the thermostat to your liking when you got 3 or 4 other people in the house.
Hey, I want you on this one. Man, look, don't touch that because I pay that bill. So, I don't touch it. Leave it where it's at.
Oh my goodness.
Leave right. Don't touch it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we can go into a situation where, you know, I might put a little note, do not touch. On the thermostat now, on the whole screen. Do not touch. You know what I'm saying?
So you tell me you putting a sticky note on the thermostat.
Oh yeah.
Get it right up.
Oh yeah. Then I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna do something crazy. If it's in the hallway by my door,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that door cracked just a little bit. I can catch you.
Right.
That's when we're gonna have a problem. If I catch you, yeah, that's when we're gonna have a problem. Now I know who's doing it. Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, I live by myself, so I don't have to worry about nobody messing with phone. But you know, I will say when my kids are over, I do check in on them and make sure, hey, you too cold in, you too hot, you good, you know, because I like to have it set where I want to set it too.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you know, we're getting a little older. You know, we have some different little temperatures than everybody else. So, you know, so I do check with reality. Hey, y'all, do I have it too hot in or too cold?
And see the reason why I'm like that too, man, Coach. Cause I go to my granny house, man. It be hot. Man, it be hot. Yeah.
They don't believe in turning the air on, do it?
Man, you better not touch it.
My mom be having the attic fan on. I be like, man, you gonna use this heating and air you got here? She don't be turning it on, but
Man.
unless it's necessary, real necessary.
Oh yeah, my papa don't play about touching that thermostat, man. It be hot as I know it, but you better not touch it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, you better not touch it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Let's see. Now, this next one. Once again, we all got kids. You know, we like to go out to eat every now and then. You know, they order what they order. You order what you order. But is it me or do they just seem like, hey, let me taste that a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, am I wrong for not wanting to share my food at the table and you got a plate?
No, you're not.
No.
You're not, Robert. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My son, and it's so funny. Just in the last, few months, he's literally never picked his own food since I know at least 4 or 5 months ago. He would I would order what I order. He ordered, and it started being consistent. He said, "Man, I should listen to you, Dad, man." So now, and it's funny, like he literally had me order for him. Like he don't trust his own judgment no more because he's like, "Dad, your food is always better." And he said, "I ain't let it down since, so I've been ordering for mine." But no, I don't think you're wrong for that because in fact, you been told them, "Hey, y'all pick what y'all want first," right? You had first swing at this, then I order mine. You want something, so yeah, I don't like that either. So, but luckily, my son started to trust me to order for him.
I'm gonna say H now.
Age? No.
You know what I'm saying? It's no man. Because the situations, you know, you can, have your significant other with your partner, and I don't know why every time it's like you order your food, but then they still want to try your food.
Ain't that something? You think it's like some endearment, little
Yeah.
affection type thing, man, or they just being greedy?
No, she just boy. I say it's a
Watch your
it,
answer.
it's both of them.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's both of them because
I
you
think
had
you
the
think
option.
they're cute.
You
Or something.
had the option. Well,
Right.
I don't need to be cute when that plate come out though.
Right, because I buy you a plate of that.
Thank you.
Then share mine.
In that situation where I have been in, they were like, no, well, I'm gonna go ahead and order a plate for you. Nah, you ain't finna tell you that this mine.
Right.
It's my plate.
I ain't worried about extra.
No.
Oh man. So okay. Now this is a big one here. And well, I know it's a big one to me. You've been at work all day, you get off, you get to the house. You want to just sit down for 30 minutes of silence. I mean, I know trash got to be taken out, this got to be done, but bro, am I wrong for wanting these 30 minutes to just do nothing?
No, you're not. I feel like everybody need to sit in peace for 30 minutes. You know, even if that's like, even if you pull up to your house in the garage, you sit in your car in the garage for 20, 30 minutes, a lot of time they just never know the stress level that people went on a job or whatever you're doing. You just don't know. So instead of you just, blowing up or getting emotional about stuff, just sit 20, 30 minutes so you can clear your head out, man.
I can answer honestly from a dog training standpoint. I tell my clients when you come home from work and you know you need that 30 minutes, get that 30 minutes before you get home, right?
Mhm.
Get it on the way home. Get it in the driveway
Yeah.
before you come in.
Yeah.
Around the block, at the gas station. Go and get that 30 minutes. I do think it's necessary. But at the same time, don't come in the house and say, hey, y'all, give me 30 minutes. Because this the thing. The family been waiting on you already for 30 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They already been waiting on you to get there. So why tease me by coming in here and then still don't give me my time, right? So I tell people instead of you coming in the house, getting them dogs stirred up, and they already shaking their leg, got to use it. If you not finna go and let them dogs out, get your 30 minutes out there in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But once you come in that house, they need you.
Yeah.
So go and get them out. You know what I mean? So the same thing I think for the family. The family been missing you. They've been looking for you. They've been, awaiting your arrival. So your 30 minutes, get it before you come home. But once it's time to put the alpha hat on, the daddy hat, the husband hat, right? It's showtime. So you make your 30 minutes. You where you can. You know what I mean? But definitely necessary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got you. Man, hey man, I appreciate y'all coming through today, man.
Hey man,
Hey, it was real nice, man. I enjoyed myself with y'all.
Yeah, you're a wonderful host, my friend.
You saying it because you know I'm supposed to be hosting. But yeah, man, it was real good. Man, take this time right now. So, Twan, give you the floor first. Shout out everything you got, man. Shout out your social media, everything you doing with your business, everything. I'm giving it to you right now, man.
Cool, man. Well, got a lot of great milestones that we're crossing, man. A lot of things happening for us right now. I'm gonna start by saying we started K9 Aesthetics Grooming and Photography. We do nice little fun photo shoots before and after your dogs, man. Great little backdrops and stuff. Of course, we got K9 Care Consultants. That's our training. K9 Behavior Specialist and Behavior Modification Resource Center. And of course, we got our new episode coming out. We're doing a reality show called K9 Care Consultants, The Answer, with the K9 relationship coach. So you may see in the preview of that, we were called out to a family's home in Pensacola, Florida. We went out there and did our fly on the walls 2-hour home evaluation where we get to the bottom of why your dog doing what he doing, what's fueling his fire. And so that particular meeting that we had with them, we recorded it and we did a full episode of it, and that's going to be the episode, that meeting we did with that family. And man, it was magical to say the least. I mean, we had a dog that was very aggressive, on record for being aggressive towards the wife and mother in the home, the one of the sons, grandkids, and has actually followed through with a bite on family members in the home, not outside people, you know. So it's a big deal, man. And that episode turned out to be pretty power packed. So we're gonna be launching that really, really soon. And also, my first time announcing this. No one knows this. I haven't shared this with anybody, but we were on a mission to purchase a mobile unit for our company. So, and this particular, we were calling it the groom units. So we're gonna tell you guys more about that. But we'll be on the road fully active the first of this year, January 26th. But we got us a mobile unit, and we'll be showing pictures of that. But it's gonna be a mobile classroom, grooming space, as well as a photo lab. So we got our mobile unit, and we'll be hitting the road first of the year. So that's the episode that we're doing, the grooming and the mobile unit, man, to say the least. But we got a lot going on, and we're excited about it. Oh yeah, and the release of the book is coming. This has been the longest, journey I've been on. I've been writing this book for over 10 years. Like it's like that, and I'm not saying there's 10 years worth of stuff in there, but it's right. So the book, K9 Character Something Stands, of course, the name of it. It'll be coming out soon as well.
Okay. Chef Mark, run it down for us.
What's
Man.
on the menu?
Hey.
Man, I want to first give a shout out to God, man, because
Yeah.
my situation where I came from, man. It was a rough ride, man, but with my mom, man, it'll bounce back real good. So, man, my second shout out, I want to give a shout out to Mom Deuce, man. Mom Deuce. She been up from the jump start, man. I ain't, she been there rolling with me. I can't not bring because everybody can start asking for her. What mom do? What mom do? So,
Right.
Mom do, she in there, man. She ain't going nowhere, man. But, I want to give a shout out to her as well, my brothers, man, for, just support me, man, and most of my family been supporting me real well, man. And man, like I said, man, you can find me on all platforms, social media, man. Chef Mar, aka Marquis Sutton, whatever like that, Um, and I want to shout out to my boy, man. They knucklehead, but they getting right, man. They getting right. I want to give a shout out to my boy, man. And with the private chef, and it's still growing. The catering is still growing, and I got some things brewing up just like Coach. I got a couple people that's high in rank that I'm gonna start dealing with and stuff like that. And um, man, I'm trying to get my book together. I'm trying to come with a recipe book, man.
Yes,
So
yes,
I've been
sir.
working on it, man, and like I say, it's a long time coming, but I know it's
Right.
coming, man. So yeah, oh yeah. So I'm trying to promote that, and as well too. I've been I've been talking to somebody too, trying to start off doing like cooking classes.
Mm.
So I'm gonna try to start doing cooking classes and stuff like that to help advance people's skills in cooking, or if they want to even try to start learning how to cook. So I'm trying to get that going too as well. So it's just like I said, man, it's a lot of things that's brewing up, and just take it one step at a time, man.
Right.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I didn't shout out, my social media stuff. Like I said, it'd be the K9 Relationship Coach on Facebook, as well as Instagram. Six Figure Dog Man, Carlisle on YouTube,
Yeah.
and that's spelling out Six Figure Dog Man, all one word, space Carlisle on YouTube. But we got TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Cash App. But yeah, we here for you. Any dog needs training, grooming, boarding, daycare, private class, master class, group classes, lunch and learn, fit your business, all that stuff. Any way we can help with your dog.
Okay. Man, like I said, man, I appreciate y'all coming out doing this for me today, man. Hey, I had a good time actually.
Oh yeah,
Got a really good time.
Man.
I'm trying to taste some Chef Mark food.
Hey man, he brought us some egg rolls back here.
Big.
I really was hoping that you had forgot.
You know,
I was gonna, I was gonna tell you about it later.
Yeah, you wasn't gonna have to.
I'm gonna tell you about it. Man, like I say, man, I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate everybody watching. This is our first one. Hey, hopefully I can get y'all next week, man. Maybe we can do something again.
Man, let me know.
You know, we can do something again, man. Get some of these good topics going that men need to talk about. Other men need to hear. You know, yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said, shout out. I really want to shout out the wind beneath my wings behind me.
Come on now.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Hey, cause she been here the whole time helping me out, and I appreciate it.
What's up?
My beautiful wife.
All right, beautiful wife, come on with it.
Trying to go ahead and fix my egg rolls while y'all ain't looking. That's what that is. But hey,
I just seen the back one behind your back.
I already know what it takes.
Yeah. But hey, man, like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. We gonna come back. We gonna do more. Everybody, thank y'all for watching. Tune in next week. If you have any kind of podcast needs, you know, give me a shout out. I got all my information going across the screen right now: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. This show will be ready in about another day or so on YouTube. I'm gonna make sure I post it. I'm gonna post it to my page. I'm gonna make sure I send it to Coach. Make sure I send it to Chef Mark so we can get it out there, man.
Yeah, we can be on YouTube, Coach.
For sure. So yeah, well, man, I appreciate